A wise man or a woman sees evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Wise people will make wise decisions because they consider the consequences of their actions. Often when we're in the heat of the moment, we make decisions that are so unwise. And we've all done it. We're all guilty of it. And it's unfortunate that we have to learn by our mistakes in order to make a better decision in the future, instead of just saying, why don't I do what's right and then forego the problems that are attached to bad decisions. But a wise person won't go with how they feel in the moment. Feelings change. They're high and they're low, they're left and they're right, and they're all over the place depending on maybe what you ate, how much sleep you got, the amount of stress at work or school, or your family dynamic or relationships. And there are so many factors that if we lead with emotions, we're often going to regret those kind of verbal responses or life decisions. Because foolish people will act impulsively. And they'll pay the price. But if we're going to be wise, we consider, well, if I do this, then what are the consequences? We count the cost. We understand that nobody gets out alive. We will all pay the price for our sin. You don't get to come out unscathed. And so if you look at obedience before God and disobedience before God, and you're going to be wise, you're going to foresee that sin will exact a toll. I don't want to go down that path. But see, the way that we're able to make those decisions is by walking humbly before the Lord. Instead of exalting myself and my own desires and my own wants, humility and the fear of the Lord are the very thing that are riches and honor and life. The world doesn't want anything to do with that. So don't be surprised, and I hope you're not, but don't be surprised when a worldview that is not a biblical worldview does not place an emphasis upon character or reputation or even obeying the Lord, of course. But true success for you and me here today, and for any follower of Jesus, begins with reverence for God and humility that positions us for God's favor to be given to us.